Hi, Mark and Tracy here, welcome. Today we're going to talk about what to do for the first thing that you do when you get a new team member. Hi, welcome back. Mark and Tracy here. As I said, today we're going to talk about the first thing that you need to do when you get a new team member so that you don't lose them and you keep them for the long run, because there's nothing more frustrating than spending a lot of time and effort in recruiting a new team member for them to fall off within a week or two, and you've put all that time and effort in. So what is it that you really need to do as number one to keep them, Mark?
Yeah, good question, Tracy, and thanks for that. As Tracy said, you spend a lot of time on recruiting activities, looking for people, searching for people, recruiting people, and unfortunately, a common problem is the old leaky bucket syndrome. So in other words, you're putting people in, but as quickly as you're putting them in, people are quitting beneath you, or in the bucket, so to speak, and that's frustrating. So why do people quit? Why is it that people quit the network marketing industry fairly early on? Well, we found that the main reason that people quit is because of rejection, okay? So traditionally, what the majority of sponsors or network marketing companies and so forth do is, for new recruits, is that they ask that new person to drop a list of their family and friends and then go and pitch the business opportunity to the family and friends, which is fine, we have no problem with that. But we don't think that's the first thing that you should do with a new person. There's something far more important to do with the first person, we think, and that's to establish what their vision is, okay? Their vision for themselves. Where do they want to go? What does their life want to look like, okay? Have that conversation with them first of all. The first thing you should do, sit them down, whether if they're local, face-to-face, or if they're at a distance, then over Skype or something like that. Sit down and establish their vision and get it to and commit it to paper. And then one of the things we like to do, especially again if they're local, is to bring that vision to life. Okay, so in other words, let's for example assume that your new team member wants to live in this great house in this specific area, that they've always wanted to live in. Well, why not go for a drive with your new person to the area and go for a walk and look at the houses and share what it must feel like to live in that house and what you would do and what the feelings and the thoughts and really let the imagination go wild and get the senses working about how it would feel. Now you may be asking why we do that first. Why is that the first thing that we do? Well, this is what we found. As I said before, the main reason why people quit network marketing in the early days is because of rejection. So they go and approach their warm market. Then warm market basically says, "No, I'm not interested." The new network marketer feels all rejected and down and disappointed, and it's at that point that they're more likely to quit. Okay.
And I find that as well, that at that point, a lot of people have been led to believe that you'll be able to recruit 20 people from that warm market. Well, if that doesn't happen, then you just think, well, I'm just a failure and I'm hopeless, and why am I bothering? What's the effort? What's the point? Why did I pour that effort in if it's just going to be no? Exactly.
That's exactly very, very important. So it's why we do what we've suggested to do is to start from the beginning, the mind shift. Okay. Because to a large degree, network marketing is a numbers game. It's all about getting eyeballs on a presentation, really. And the more eyeballs you can get, the more likely it is you're going to succeed. But remember that if you're a pretty good marketer and a pretty good recruiter, still only 10%, 20%, 30%, if you're amazing, are going to say yes. Okay, but for the most people, it's around about 10% are going to say yes. So that means 9 in 10 are going to say no. Okay.
And then of those 10% that do start, maybe only 1 or 2% are going to actually engage. So you really need to make your efforts worthwhile by choosing what you do first carefully. So with those stats in mind, you need to prepare
your new recruit for that. And one of the ways that we found that we can do that is by getting them into a state of mind and a state of being where they are focused on the long-term outcome. Okay, they're not focused on the, you know, they're not swayed by an early setback. Okay, because we are focusing their mind and their thoughts on the long term, the reason why. Okay, why are we doing this? Okay, so that they are going to create that inner burning desire for themselves, which means that rejection no longer matters. Okay, because if the desire is strong enough, then the way, the hows and the way forwards are going to take, to a large degree, are going to take care of themselves. Okay, they're going to develop that persistence needed and the work ethic needed to strive and go forward and overcome all those obstacles, and just ignore the no's, knowing that around the corner is going to be a yes, because they, you know, they see it, they believe it, they feel it, and all that. So that's why the first thing we do is commit to paper the vision, the goals, the why, the objectives, and then go even beyond that and actually, you know, live the life, you know, to a degree for a day of that thing, you know, whether it's going around the houses, whether it's having a lifestyle experience, whether it's going to a you know, a Ferrari dealership or whatever it is for that person, you know, let them live that life for the day, you know, straight away, as soon as you can, before they go out to start to market, so that they go to market with a new sense of belief, a desire, a determination, a vision, and they will have far better outcomes. They will be in it for the long haul. You will develop a better and a stronger relationship with that person. They are way less likely to quit. They feel like you're on their side, you're batting for them. They feel like you understand why, you know, why it is that they've joined, which is just such a great way to start their business for them. So hope you found that useful. Again, as normal, always feel free to share with any team members if you got value. And don't forget, if you're struggling to find leads or how to get new leads for your business, then download our free video training, 20 sources of new leads. So it's a video training, totally free, 20 new sources of ways to get leads. There should be a box somewhere floating around for you to click. And we look forward to seeing you on the next video. Cheers.
Bye.
Yeah.